Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, it's been a few weeks. I don't know. It's been a minute. But hey, we are back. Week 6 coming into Shadow Series, second to last week before we get into our qualifiers. And now, tonight, we only have one game for this week, most likely, unless we figure out more. But for now, we have Div 4 coming up, a Div 4 matchup. The top team in FIWB Ball. They are undefeated currently in their division. And then Pulse, who is also pretty high up there in the standings. And yes, if you can't tell, it's me, Dusty, and drum roll, please.
Hello,
we have
everybody.
We got the caster duo back.
We're so back, baby.
We're so back.
So long. It's been so long since I got this duo.
It's been so long since we have a game.
That's so true. Unfortunately, life happens, and we try to stream as much as we can, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Even more hype for today's in the game. Then Div 4. Yeah. We can get very silly in here. We
could get silly, but we could also get honestly. I've seen some crazy Div 4 games.
Yeah, like I've been spying on some scream codes or some streams going on around, and honestly, I'm pretty excited about this game too. I never saw this two team play other than FIWB Ball once on stream, so I have no clue what Pulse can bring to the table.
I don't know about Pulse specifically, but from what I've heard around the grapevine, as they would say, I heard FIWB Ball does dabble in the Reinhardt composition, so I don't know what that could bring to the table on some of these maps.
Ooh, the Reinhardt screen bugs are real. You'll love to see that.
And honestly. Then we could see a counter swap from Pulse, some weird like high ground centered maps. But who knows? Maybe a Sim Bastion could come out like the old days, 2022 London Spitfire.
Ooh, that would be so much fun. But then again, maybe we just get a Ryan 1v1 like gentlemen. We go in hammer duel.
I've been doing a lot of that in comp today.
Really? A lot of comp Reinhardt play.
I've been playing too much comp, like 15 games today.
Jeez, have you been throwing?
No, I'm winning. I'm back to Masters 4.
Oh, hell yeah. That's my caster. You'll love to see that.
Okay, anyways, back to the
comps. Yeah, what should you expect of comps here? We mentioned the Reinhardt and like the Symmetra
I honestly do not know from Pulse, but let's get to the roster. Starting with FIWB Ball, we have Zyora on tank, Dr. Ligma on DPS along with GFL, Scrambled Egg and Caramel are the support line for FIWB Ball. And then coming in for Pulse will be, I don't know, Nyx gets to say these.
It's going to be Miguel, the tank player, Diego for DPS. I've got a Flex on Spring, Hunter as support, and Pitch Slapped as another support. I love those Hispanic names or Latin names.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where they are from, but if it's Brazil, shout out to my Brazilians.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into the match, one thing I have to say. FIWB Ball, you make this game very hard for us to catch.
It's gonna be interesting.
We are trying to stay PG-13. That is very difficult.
We already let it slip sometimes, but especially.
But anyways, going to map numero uno, we are going to Busan. So
that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard. I feel like most teams have been going for Busan.
I prefer Antarctic.
Ew.
Antarctica. Wow, Nyx. Okay.
Busan's just fun because the different maps allow you to do different things, right? Different rotations. It makes it a little bit more interesting rather than just keeping a single comp all the time. Yeah. And this is a map that does allow a little bit of shenanigans, right?
Well, we could see some weird nonsense going on, like mecha base, like we could see a Bastion or like I've seen Junkrat. It's scary, man.
Junkrat has been it's a menace. When it's a good Junkrat, you got to take care of them because they're gonna do so much damage with the spam.
I've been looking in general chat and like Div 4 discussions some of these days. I've heard tales of a man called Schlo on the Junkrat, but I don't know much else. Apparently he's just a menace, but otherwise I have no clue. But coming in, here are the comps, and this is Sigma. In this account?
Not a Sigma. Look at the Widow Ash. I think we're getting baited. I think we're getting baited. So
it has to be. There's no way. It's a full poke comp on drum. I don't know if we expect that. But here from Pulse, it's going to be the Ramatra Brawl comp with the May and Tracer. So it's going to be two very different styles if FIWB Ball sticks to this Sigma poke, because Pulse will have a really hard time trying to get the engage in, but if they hold point, they should have a good way to do that.
FIWB Ball is rolling out with Torbjorn here, Dusty. Torb, Zen, Bap, Sigma, and Nash.
They're actually playing the Torb. What in the...
They are committed to the tour pick.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be an interesting game to
Maybe
start
they're
off.
predicting the Tracer and having that turret to keep track of
But a
range.
full
It's gonna help.
I don't know. But Pulse will do a rotate around just to try to get into close quarters here with FIWB Ball. This Torb, though, is going to cause a lot of problems with his damage with his shotgun when they get up close. But GFL does get low, and Pulse is going to start walking in. But Caramel finds Ray Spring with a quick headshot. And now it's going to be the rest of Pulse trying to disengage here. Possibly? No, they're going in.
Oh, they're committing to the turn fight. Good
They
wall.
get the wall. They're looking for Zyora. Forces the lamp out. No more grass mono or cooldowns for this Sigma. But they do get away, get their care. Steel Shot has to wait for the next floor and come back. Diamond gets GFL. The Caramel finds Ray Spring again. It's like the same minute span. Diamond finds another pick. With the help of Pitch Slap, gets a third. It's going to be a all-out brawl here. Very scrappy, but it's just a Sigma left, and he falls to the ground. The music in his head finally going to arrest.
And nobody
Pulse will
kept
take
point.
the first fight. That
Yeah,
was
all the
chaotic.
team fight. Yeah, all the team fight and nobody kept point. Ray tried to go for a Caramel like twice, getting absolutely annihilated by the Zenyatta.
And they go to Reaper now just for the tankiness.
Yeah, they realize that Tracer does a lot of damage, and if it's a good Zenyatta, it's very tricky to get the one clip if you're not careful.
Weird thing is, Pulse is just giving the point. They're not even holding it. They're just letting FIWB Ball go to this for free. That's
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just worried about this Discord orb and like all the cooldowns that they have to walk into and all the damage, but most likely Diamond can build his Blizzard relatively fast here and be able to get a quick wall in his first down one of his targets, and there it is, finding GFL and Caramel the window for good measure here. The Flux comes out from Zyora, but the lamp saves the rest of Pulse. And now it's going to be Diamond cleaning up again. This May has been getting a lot of value with his walls and the rotation.
That has been so good with his walls. Like, this is the second time they managed to get a pick off their walls.
Zyora is setting up on drum.
Yeah, just try to get as much cap as you possibly can, which is 32%, going to 35-ish. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. But you committed Flux into that, and you're still without any ult. So you're probably going to farm them very fast, but you know they're going to have the May ult. You know they're going to have Annihilation. You know they're going to have the Lucio beat. So you got to be very careful with which ults you're committing here.
And Zyora's already getting low. The engage coming in. The Steel Shot gets a little too greedy here. Blizzard trying to salvage this fight up. Finds both the Sigma and the Baptiste. But the Transcendence does a lot of work, and the GFL helps clean up too. And now FIWB Ball gets to go on the re-engage.
Yeah, Transforce out, gets the pick on Kitty Cat. And yeah, they're going to probably keep this point. Only Lucio contest.
But yeah, no, 57% there. 50, maybe that 58. Not bad. It's kind of a back and forth kind of match here. Very intense.
Yeah, honestly, good discipline on both teams too, to not just press Q on that. Only Blizzard was committed, and only Transcendence was committed on that. And now you know Pulse, you're gonna have the B to engage. There we go. As well as Annihilation coming in pretty soon.
Steel Shot just trying to burn down Zyora. GFL uses the Molten Cord and makes him face. Bob comes in as well from Dr. Ligma. Annihilation from Steel Shot instantly gets bursted down. 57% on the point, and the rest of Pulse shall fall.
Oh, that is so unfortunate, Dusty.
A lot of work in. And that's two big ults there for nothing.
Yeah, no,
and you
it's
still have this
so
window coming up, and Zyra's coming up to another Flux. So you kind of have to rely on Ray Spring here, build that window from Kitty Cat.
Well, because Steel Shots, they had a plan of engaging in the beat and annihilating, but Steel Shots tried to get those punches into Zyra, but it was too late when he ulted. He was already very low HP, but he decided to press Q and immediately gets picked up by a lot of the damage from Dr.
Ray Spring!
Oh no, that's a
you don't want to see.
Oh no, it's already 90% too. And Bob committed there to help them completely.
Got 10 seconds, you going early here. No shield to save your support. You have to use the wall. Steel Shot goes down due to no care. Flux comes up, Lamp is gone, no way to save him. Kitty Cat can't get the window off. Ray Spring, possibly on their way to spawn. Coming back to maybe get a Blossom off, but the overtime's burning. Can he touch? No, the rock hits his face, and FIWB Ball shuts out map 1. Like, round 1.
Pebbled. Oh no, that is an unfortunate end for the map. Pulse is definitely like thinking, okay, we need to plan better. We cannot, if we see her falling low, we cannot commit to this ult. It's better to let them force ult. That way we can come back stronger in the next fight. That Bob from Doctor was so valuable, just for the fact that push them back.
Nyx, you seeing this? Weaver.
I am seeing that, and a Widow.
Okay. Caramel's going over to... They have something cooked up here, potentially to just burst out any dive that Pulse has with this Orisa comp. But Rayspring might be able to get some good hacks in to make sure Zyora can't get those cooldowns off with this Sombra.
Are we getting the Mercy? Okay, we're getting the Mercy support with Lucio? Okay, there you go. That makes more sense.
And there's the Ryan comp that I was talking about before. I was very confused.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
This
We
is
got
gonna
the
be
classic
very
there.
interesting. If Steel Shot jumps in, they're just going to get bursted down by Wall and Symmetra Beam. But otherwise, this comp could easily burst down characters like this BAP, maybe the Sim if you can find her out of position.
Yeah, and Stubborn's gonna have a hard time here with all the turrets unless Steel can manage to kill them all.
Oh,
But it's gonna be very hard to pick. Yeah, they're playing
all in
very
that small
smart.
little room under the point.
It's a
If
good
one
name
nade hits
too.
them though, that's if they get antied once, it's gonna be game over. GFL's getting low. They're still just FOE ball finally going up and around. Zyora finds Fish Left, gets slept. No target to be found yet from the side of Hero Pulse, but it's gonna be Zyora cleaning up with the new Lich King skin, by the way.
Oh, it's from the new
World
WoW
of Warcraft.
collab, right? Yeah, that's a good skin.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, like both Kitty Cat had a very good nade to start, but unfortunately they couldn't dive that, and after that, FIWB Ball just started to bunker up, and they didn't have any chances to actually get a pick. Sombra tried to get a hack onto the Lucio. The Lucio's a little bit too sneaky.
And they just burn out Rayspring from any way they can find them. The only thing Steel Shot can do is jump down there and maybe just tase them all. But if they drop down for too long, they will get bursted down. And now Dr. Lim is going to look around for a second. No, TP play coming in on the backline here. Oh, Pulse, but they're all getting split. Lamp is already used. Caramel finds Pitch Lap. Everyone's getting low. GFL does not fall. Caramel gets a second. Looking for more. Cannot find anything yet. The rest of Pulse shall now disengage. No staggers to be found.
Oh, Scaramel getting the double pick there. Very good engage with the TP. I wish you could hear the comms in that. See how they coordinated that. Like, oh yeah, 3, 2, 1, let's TP and go in.
Yeah.
And Pulse just didn't know how to reply. They just scattered. Oh.
Yeah. Steel Shot going on the engage here, trying to get in with Diamond. If Diamond can build his pulse on, that could be huge to maybe force out a cooldown. He made the CMP. Someone gets hacked. It is Dr. Ligma. They did not fall, the Caramel sleeping, but the rest of Pulse is getting too low. If they even try to engage, they get bursted down. Steel Shot's using the Primal just to knock them around and get them split. But that health bar is still falling. The Primal Rage links it over 1,000 health, almost dies. Blizzard and Beat used here by FOE Ball. And the rest of them shall fall here for the side of Pulse almost. GFL goes down. Pulse is still trying to fight this out somehow, but Steel Shot falls. It's just the DPS here for Pulse. 10% left to cap here. Kitty Cat, Pitch Left, have their ultimates, but can they make it in time? It's going to be Rayspring on the Sombra here to touch, potentially. Diamond, 1 HP. Cannot live. Scrambled Egg pops the window here for more zoning. It's going to be the Trace of the Touch. Rayspring has the CMP. Shatter used to not find a target. We have a raid boss on the point, a Nano Rally Brig. Pitch Left is trying to survive. Too much damage. Gets bursted down. Rayspring hits 5 with the EMP. This could be round saving here. Scrambled Egg, use the lamp. Doesn't go down. Zyro's out. Everyone's low here for side of FOE Ball, but they're all sustaining. The Winston and Sombra alone on the point. Trying to get rid of the rest of the team here. It's a Winston against the man, the Rhine. Can he do it? The turret's still alive on the point. Overtime burns after the Winston falls. Pitch Left cannot touch. And FOE Ball will take map number 1.
That was a dominant performance from FOE Ball on that second point. Pulse did not adapt at all. They chose to commit, running into a wall again and again. They didn't adapt. Like, the moment that they didn't farm MP very quickly, and they never got to use that in a team fight before 90% of the point was already taken. They needed to make a swap there. They needed to recognize that it was a very good Bob, like I mentioned, but Pulse's lack of adaptability really hurt them there, and they cannot allow that. They cannot allow, this is a comp we want to run. They need to have some flexibility to be able to counter what FOE Ball is going to bring to the other maps. Otherwise, it's just going to be a run over like this second point was.
But what do you go there? Potentially a Sojourn for the Orb? Like a Doom, not even a Doomfist, because you would go for the punch to knock them all around, but then you're gone. What tank do you even go in that scenario?
You could probably mirror the Ryan or Sigma on top on high ground, try to poke down, break the shield very fast. Yeah, that could work too. Like, if you want to match the silly, you could go like something very high damage to break the shield.
Bash, Smash, Ram, Zen Bap, something weird like that.
Yeah, because that bunker was so strong because the turrets would completely zone out the Sombra. Sombra got no value out of that on that point, and the Rhine Shield was protecting them all. But if Rhine Shield is down, they have a lot of space to work it. Now the bunker just means that they're all cornered up into a tiny space, so you can have a Bastion to burst down a shield. Maybe if you want to be crazy, go a Junkrat too.
Yeah,
they're all gonna be bundled up for you. Perfect little bow.
I mean, yeah, and honestly, it's just a matter of you never really see teams use that little spot under the map on downtown Busan, but FIWB Ball seems to have that planned just to play them around. So Pulse here, they do get map pick going into hybrid, so it kind of depends on what you want to run here, because you have maps like Eichenwald, Blizzard World, and Midtown. Midtown's probably not what you want to see. That's a really more brawl-centric. So maybe you want to take them to something more like a Blizzard World for all the high ground, or maybe an Eichenwald, because second point's so rough.
Yeah, Zyora was very, very good on that Reinhardt too, knowing when to hold shield, knowing when to swing. You definitely want to take her out of that character as much as you possibly can here. I think Eichenwald is a pretty interesting choice. We saw them peeking out the Widow a couple times, so Blizzard World could work with that too. Yeah. Like some sniper heavy compositions, maybe if they are comfortable, if those are the DPS characters they are most comfortable on.
Yeah, and Steel Shot they seem very adamant on playing this Winston, so the honor break comp could work here as long as FIWB Ball does not go back to that Symmetra TP strike, because otherwise your backline is going to be destroyed, and when Steel Shot's jumped in, that's when they're going to wait to go.
Yeah, they're gonna now at least they know a little bit of what FIWB Ball was cooking, so they can maybe start planning around it. Like, hey, what are we gonna do if they swap to this composition and what else, right? Yeah. Because your support line cannot fall as quickly. You cannot allow them to fall quickly if you're going into this. So
no.
Go ahead.
We just gotta wait for the match to be picked, and that's not what I expected whatsoever. We're going to Midtown, ladies and gentlemen, for map number 2.
That is the one map we thought they wouldn't pick, and they did. They are gonna prove us wrong here. Maybe Post has a plan here. Maybe they're trying to match it, maybe get a Zarya in. I'm not sure what they could be cooking here, but
I'm expecting possibly if they're this adamant on going to Midtown of all maps against a team that just played Rhine like that, I'm assuming a Ram or maybe a very, very defensive Sigma setup with a Bastion, because there's not much else I can see here to beat this comp. Because FIWB Ball, I feel like they could run this on offense. Or we could just be getting absolutely confused and they just switch to something completely different. But I do think they like that Rhine comp, as I said before. So if they go for that, if Pulse has a plan, I'm assuming it involves some way to burst down that Rhine, whether it be a Sigma from far range or Ram close quarters with the Nemesis form.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what comp they decide to roll out, especially if they're attacking or defending. I'm curious when they attack more than their defense, because on defense, you can really book her down, try to, like we were mentioning in Bastion, go into that. But on their attack, if FIWB Ball has a very good setup to hold, like they just did on that point, that was not even a point to hold, quote unquote, it was just a control map. It's going to be very hard for Pulse if they don't have something very well planned.
Yeah. And I mean, as long as, I don't even, oh God, the brain just shut off. Oh no. Anyways, going in, FIWB Ball will have the offense first here on it. Well, they will be going to attack first. And then let's see what Pulse has cooked up against whatever comp they think FIWB Ball will be running. They will be running... Oh, wait, never mind. The teams are being switched. Zyora and FIWB Ball will still be running this Rhine comp in Pulse? Hamter?
Oh, no.
I see the vision. Ball is very good at disrupting and just knocking everyone around, but it's going to be a weird thing of you have your Moira here instead of something like a Juno with those torpedoes or a speed ring. So you have Lucio Moira. No real sustain for the Ball here. He's going to have to play around health packs. Even with the BAP, it's not that good. But you do have Diamond and Rayspring on two characters that are very good tank busters. Cass with his stun and Fan the Hammer, and Rayspring just on Reaper. And I've been hard trolled. Steel Shot is going over the Ramatra. I am correct.
Okay, there you go. Because Ball would be insane, especially because you expect that Sim now and them Sim May, like they just played.
And now Caramel is on the Weaver here. Probably is trying to save Zyora if anything goes south. But Pulse is going for the long way. Long walk.
Oh, they are
rotating.
rotating.
See that too often.
Yeah, I've never seen this rotation like that. That's interesting.
But yeah, no. Pulse going to instantly be walking on Zayora, trying to burst them down as fast as possible. They get low. Life is already used though by Pulse. The rest of them all get low. Steel Shot just trying to survive. No more to block with. And now it does make FIWB fall back though. They have a teleporter sim the TP turret bomb going in, and there we go. I figured it out. In the meantime, Pulse is going in on this re-engage. Everyone's looking at Zayora. That's what the pull is for, just to get him out if anything goes out. But the wall is too late. Everyone's already walking in for Pulse. And this ramp cop just brings so much tempo. It's gonna be a trade. Bad for Lucio. Steel Shot though is cleaning up house on the Sumatra. Zayora gets a shadow though, hits 3 and saves the fight. Big slam and all. And just saves that. Built the shatter so fast in that close engagement and is spinning like a madman.
Zayora proving. I told you they wanted to keep her away from this Reinhardt, but Pulse decided to come here, and of course she's gonna play this Reinhardt. She dominated on the last map. She's gonna still dominate on this map, and proving why she's choosing this tank. We would love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, but then now you know they don't shatter. You could easily walk in with a window engage or something of the sort here. There's gonna be a TP behind, trying to disrupt Pulse, have him sandwiched, but it's not gonna be enough. The Reinhardt's just too late. Blizzard though comes in, hits 3. Diamond goes down, along with Steel Shot and Kitty Cat. It's going to be the rest of Pulse getting shredded by the beam of GFL. But wait, I am denied. I am a lie. I am a liar. Steel Shot, Kitty Cat never fell. The Reaper forces FIWB back. Pulse will be trying to recoup onto this point. And this Reaper is going to get as much percentage as he can, just trying to build this Death Blossom.
Oh, but still, FIWB maybe able to recontest. 3 is in. Beef was out of post too.
3 beat. Everything coming up for Pulse. Pitch lap finds Caramel. Wall comes in for FIWB, trying to survive, to disrupt this annihilation. Steel Shot does not block. Takes too much damage and falls. Pulse has the ult, but are they going to use them? Does not look like it so far. Zayora is getting kept up. Reaper from behind. Ray Spring. Looking for the Blossom. Find 3! Make that
Huge
4!
Awesome! Oh my goodness! What a crazy back and forth. FIWB almost recontesting that, almost keeping that on their end, running Pulse back into this point, into spawn. But unfortunately, Ray went in, TP'd out behind them and got 4 kills out of Death Blossom.
And now Caramel goes into Lucio, done with this, done with the Weaver, just going for the speed now to move everyone around. But Pulse, that was a costly fight. They have no more ults in the bank, while FIWB still has this window. And now Pulse is trying to get into this right corridor. Not really what you want to go into, since you're going into a Rhine main.
Ooh,
and that's what happens. You kind of just get bursted. Oh, sorry, hiccups. You're getting bursted out.
Yeah, that's not a good rotation.
No, TP from behind.
Ooh, no.
Steel Shot does find a ping on the Caramel. And now Zayora's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Pulse might have just taken advantage of the weird engage here from FIWB. And their TP engage that just got shut down by the help of the Ramatra and Reaper. Zayora's going to fall. Dr. Ligma's just in his ice block trying to survive, gets bursted down, and Pulse will keep this cart moving, getting under bridge with 3 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, you're still almost halfway to the point though, but for FIWB, you're gonna still have the window, you're gonna have the Blizzard coming in soon, as well as the Shatter is gonna form so fast, and you only have the Annihilation soon, so you're not in a bad position.
And there's the aggressive win. Here's the window coming in along with the TP from FIWB. Trying to catch out Dr. Ligma here is Ray Spring, but it does not matter. Zayora seemed to just take down anyone who walked near the window, and it was Steel Shot and Diamond who went for that. Now it's going to be a TP engage, trying to get the cleanup here, get a stagger or 2. Pitch Slap is gonna fall to a nice fire strike there. And now it's just gonna be Pulse having to regroup and trying to get this Rhine comp dealt with, but they are walking into a Shatter Blizz wall now.
Yeah, and FIWB discipline again. Got the window out, knew that they didn't need to use any more ults, and they're still gonna have the Shatter, they're still gonna have the Blizzard, and you're gonna have a Sim wall too to assist you. Again, especially against the the High Noon is coming soon. Like that ult completely denies that.
The Shatter!
Big Shatter!
It's 3, big slam! And that's why you I don't understand why I think Pulse going into the I don't understand why Pulse is trying to force this room. It's objectively worse for them.
was committed too, Dusty.
Oh no! And now it's gonna be a stagger.
Not like this.
Diamond.
Oh no! You know he's crying.
Okay, and they go down. But yeah, I don't understand why Pulse is trying to force this room. FIWB just has more. They have Simbeam. They have Maywall. They have Rhine, who just hits more targets in general. It's just like, why not take this top left option up the stairs or force below? You have so many options, yet you use the same one.
Especially
They're going for it again.
You're so pushed. No, you're already so pushed far forward. What advantage are you getting by running yourself into a perfect position for FIWB ball?
They're bashing their head into a brick wall, Nyx, and now they're going for this engage again.
Maybe they're counting on the death block coming in soon, but
same room. They're gonna walk in. Blizzard beat. Steel shot and pitch slap get frozen. The lamp to keep them alive as long as possible, and they do live. Rayspring does not get to slot them off in time when they fall. 45 seconds on the clock. Zyora gets the wall pin with the help of Dr. Legma, and Zyora's gonna start cleaning up house here along with the help of Caramel. But we do have someone on the point here. Is that steel shot?
Oh,
that's gonna be another stagger.
Oh no!
No, that's a kill.
Yeah, that's so sad. But there, I think I understood what Pulse was going for. They wanted to form the Reaper ult because Ray went behind them very quickly, and he wanted to get the picks enough damage in to get the Death Blossom. And Pitch was going to be to try to save them.
They're going for it a different way. They're doing it.
Finally, they're doing the thing.
I'm so proud of them.
Oh my goodness, they learned with
only 3
seconds.
Looking in, trying to get the Blossom, gets booped off the high ground. Shatter comes in, only has Steel Shot, but that's all they need. The tank is gone. Kitty Cat cannot keep this window in time. They actually do use it last second, but Zura does not care. They are swinging. They don't care about no window. They take everyone down. Overtime shall fall once again. And only a point and a halfway through second is all Pulse is gonna get here against this Rhine comp once again.
And at this point is when you need to think if you're Pulse. We gotta stop running the same thing again and again, right? It was a comp in the first, in the last map, and now it's the same rotation that clearly does not work. You guys didn't have the ultimates you needed. You guys didn't have the combo that you wanted to engage. So you need to formulate a different plan to try to force that out. Especially when you push that far away on the first push, you do not need to go into that little room, especially against what FIWB ball is running.
And now, if you're Pulse, you got to think of something here. You got to think of a good defense, because this comp from FIWB ball, they might just TP straight to the point, because they still have the Symmetra, and Pulse will not change a single thing besides Diamond going over to this Ashe.
And Ashe is not in a great spot right now.
I mean, it could be worse. Dynamite is a big ability. And honestly, just being able to two-tap people still is good. But now Zyora is definitely trolling us, but this comp here from FIWB ball, they could legitimately just TP on the point and force Pulse to go to them, and that's what's going to be the issue here. You have to make sure you play this bunkered and play this well, because otherwise, you're just going to get so much space taken for free, and you have to fight them, and that's where FIWB ball wants. They want you to walk into them.
Yeah, Caramel has been doing such a good job of keeping the team together, like rotation. Doctor and GFL being so good on those two characters, and yeah, they're definitely setting up this TP here.
They're going up quick too. They just have the great tempo here. Zyora going up with a shield, and there's a TP. They're all going on to Diamond.
Ooh, Doctor falls
They run as fast as possible. The main falls off the high ground, Ray springs low, and now this is what happens. You have free high ground if you're FIWB ball. No way, you didn't even try to stop the rotation if you're Pulse. You're all low, and now you have to give point for a second. And there we go. FIWB ball does drop down onto the point. Pulse getting low. Steel Shot finds one, finds two, but he used the ball. It's gonna be enough though. Both supports were taken out for FIWB ball. And so it's gonna be the rest getting cleaned up here by Pulse. But that was very risky ordeal there on that first fight.
Still really coming in clutch with those picks there. Otherwise, it could have been so devastating for Pulse. Getting it capped that fast, you definitely do not want to see that. But so far, so good for Pulse. You're not too, you know what they're going to do. You know they're going to do something like that again. And now you can plan on that.
Now you just got to make sure you know a way to disrupt these rotations. And now it looks like FIWB ball is going up through bus. Going to go for a quick rotation. Almost gets Ray Spring. And now you have Diamond on the side here going for picks. TP comes in, FIWB ball goes to the point. Rushing down for Kitty Cat. Does not find their target yet. They do eventually, but they trade Caramel in the process. No more speed, but Dr. Ligma gets one along with Steel Shot. It's going to be trade after trade here. Ray Spring fades out at the worst possible time. Gets headshot by Dr. Ligma. It's going to be the Ashe and Ramatra versus the May and Rhymes. The charge misses. Steel Shot being able to burst down this May and going to be looking for Zyora from the high ground next. He's going for Diamond, I think.
But no, they were going for the health pack. She was going for the health pack. Oh, the shatter gets blocked though.
No one gets hit. Hit gets hit with the lamp. Steel Shot pops the annihilation just to live. They do not block once again though. They really got to figure out how to do that. Pitch slap. still fighting in this room with the help of Diamond Bob. Kitty Cat helps get the kill on the scrambled egg, and then Racing gets the cleanup. It's just Caramel on the point, and they get brought down. Zyora does use a shatter there, but FIWB does not use anything else, and you use your Annihilation and your Bob there if you are Pulse, but you are burning good time here on first.
Yeah, 1 minute and 40 is not too bad at all. You know, FIWB is going to come in with that Blizzard very quickly, so it's going to be on pitch. It's going to be on pitch to kind of match that ultimate.
They're going to walk in. No TP needed. And now it's going to be Steel Shot going in, trying to find Caramel again, but he gets too close. Beat Lamp. Nothing can save him from the frozen damage of FIWB here. But Rayspring gets a lot of value with that Death Blossom, making space, getting Zyora back to their spawn room. They use everything they have though in that fight, and FIWB only use that Blizzard. They should get a free engage and a free point cap here, unless Pulse plays this very well and gets an early pick with a minute left.
Both teams are doing so good on recognizing that just because you lost a player is not a lost fight, right? Because a lot of lower division players do that.
Here's the aggressive window, but you have the Ram in your back line, bursting down the Baptiste. Steel Shot hasn't fallen yet. Finds the Bap, finds the Sim. 4v3. Zyora finds the pick. Rayspring goes down. Steel Shot trying to do as much as he can, finding each pick here. It's gonna be Kitty Cat and Steel Shot left. The Ram just trying to punch this line down. Has the Annihilation. Gets solo shattered.
Solo shatter.
109 health is Zyora, the last lone member of FIWB on the point. GFL trying to come back to save his team, but the Reaper's walking on quick. The rest of FIWB will come in though. Diamond tries to get the Dynamite, not enough. His stuff goes down. So will Diamond, so will Rayspring. And 10 seconds left here. FIWB will get the cap going into second. 2.5 more minutes to get this map finished.
Yeah.
That was a long fight.
It was very scrappy, but that's the good thing about these teams, right? They don't back down. They know that they have a chance, so it's always winnable. And solo ulting is a valid strategy, and Zyora just proved why. Got the team back enough time to come back into play. The Lucio attacks it. Annihilation.
Aggressive here. Wall in the Steel Shot. He's an Annihilation for the tankiness, and this aura of death will be walking in. Caramel uses the beat, but Steel Shot, seriously, still just gets bursted down so fast. It's just so much damage, and they just don't block it. They don't go back. They just take it and die. And now, if you're FIWB, you go in for the quick engage to get rid of this high ground. You can legitimately just move down below, bunker the cart, and take this easily. But that is not what FIWB decided to do. They proceed to find Pitch Slap. Diamond has to run out. Doesn't use the Bob. Just trying to survive. And cart's still being moved here onto the bridge. Bulls still trying to fight the best they can up top here. Dr. Ligma forces out the ice block. Rayspring has this Blossom, but almost gets poked out. Diamond, Bob in onto the point. Looking a little lost.
Oh,
and now
no.
the Death Blossom finds 3, make it 4. Blizzard is used, but there is no one to follow up.
Rayspring! Check that. Oh my god. These Death Blossoms have been so devastating.
And a close score brawl comp. The Reaper really thrives with those Death Blossoms. And now, you're still looking good if you're FIWB, but Pulse does have ults coming up. You have to hope Steel Shot helps drag this fight out super long and deals with Annihilation. Otherwise, FIWB has all the ults. They're coming in. Wall, window to counter. 3 on the cart. And now, FIWB still on the cart. Pulse drops with the aggressive beat engage. The Shadow, it's 2. Big slam. Steel Shot falls once again. Oh, it's a 3v5. Make that a 2v5. It's not going to be enough sustain. Zyora getting the cleanup once more. And that will be Midtown being capped by FIWB. Leading this series 2-0 at match point.
Zyora is her. We got to admit. Like, she has the aura. That is insane. Again, Pulse, you knew the Rhine was coming, and you guys did a lot better than the previous map. But still, Zyora has been getting so much value out of this character. You need to have something else picked up. Because if it's not Zyora, then it's Doctor and GFL on just doing a lot of damage on the point. The walls always, the symmetric turrets being a bother against your Lucian, just really facilitating those picks. If you're Pulse, you know they're going to run a Rhine comp. You know they're comfortable with that. So you need to take them to a map that does not allow that, but it's Flashpoint. So where are they going to run here?
I mean, honestly, not New Junk City, because that's the most close quarters one we got. But I mean, if you could go to the Saravasa and run some weird form of a dive, because you can't really run bunker here on Flashpoint for Saravasa, unless maybe like on Palace. But Pulse, they had a lot closer round compared to Busan, taking it down to like the last fight within the last minute of that. But they just there's just a few overextensions there, mainly from the side of the steel shot. And it kind of just let FIWB get free space to walk on the rest of Pulse, and then it kind of just went downhill from there.
Yeah, Spring got a lot of value out of the Reaper pick, so they're probably gonna try to stick to that if they see the Reinhardt again, which might happen. But Saravasa, yeah, I would agree they would probably take them to Saravasa, because then again, you could run. I don't know if any of the post players play, for example, Afara against that Symmetra. What is the Symmetra gonna do? Snipe you?
I mean, Dr. Ligma was kind of hitting those some of those icicles. I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, it's gonna be one person looking at the Farah, right? And
yeah,
that allows you to get a little bit more space for your whole team to kind of push in as well. And again, it takes out of the turrets, which has been a problem for Pulse, because their support, Delucia, was not being able to maneuver around as much because the turrets just keep, grounding him basically.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're Pulse here, you're on the back foot. But if you think about this, if you win Flashpoint, you should get a real good chance here to get a comeback. Because if you win Flash, you go to Escort, the most high ground centric map type. Like, think about it. Try forcing a Rhine comp on Dorado.
Oh, yeah.
Try forcing it on Gibraltar. It's not going to happen.
Crying. Yeah, no, absolutely not. So yeah, Flashpoint, they need to get this win. They really do.
Not if they win this, their momentum goes back.
No,
all the way back to that.
Everything, like momentum, comp, everything, strategy. They gonna have a good opportunity for the reverse sweep, and we always love a good comeback story.
We do like reverse sweeps here. We don't get to see it much though, mainly because I feel like when I show up, we have to have the most boring 3-0s known to man.
It's the Dusty curse, I guess.
I just kind of do it. It's really unfortunate.
Again, but it teams are kind of funneling out too, so they're gonna get closer to skill. So we're gonna see less 3-0s hopefully for because we're going into the playoffs next.
Next week is last week. No, next. Oh my god, next week is the last week of the regular season. Next, so after that, all the teams that go to qualifiers I think for Div 4, only 4 teams leave the qualifiers. And right now in your standings, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, FIWB is number 1 in the division, followed by Leviathans in second, and then by Tokyo Row Records and Boostio. So Pulse, I mean, they're in 5th place, but they were undefeated for a few weeks, but now they're kind of starting to fall a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And again, FIWB is proving that they can hang out a bit, right? They're showing very good performance tonight, but at least if you're other Div 4 teams, you kind of know what to expect if you're watching this.
You know the game plan.
Yeah, just don't let them run right? But then again, we haven't seen what else they can do. So maybe FIWB has an excellent dive as well, and they're just
some kind of backup plan.
Yeah, because again, the fact that when we see a lot of the same, it also allows the teams to be a little bit more sneaky. Maybe they're like, okay, well, if they take us to a map that doesn't allow Rhine, oh yeah, let's run Diva, or something like that, or my Winston is very good. So it'd be interesting to see. That's why I really hope we're taking to a Flashpoint for Saravasa here, so maybe they can force out Zyra out of that Rhine pick.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, on Flashpoint, you have a lot more chance, because if you can out-tempo these guys, if you can out-tempo FIWB, it could hypothetically work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting. This is definitely the most important map so far, right? In many ways.
Yeah. I mean, if you're FIWB, you just take another quick win here and stay in your undefeated streak, and just keep this whole thing going. But if you are Pulse, you kind of got the odds against you here. You got to get your foot back on the pedestal here in this Div 4 just standings. And if you win Flashpoint here, like we were saying earlier, momentum goes to you. You can pick even if FIWB picks a map like Rialto, that's still really rough to run Reinhardt on,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, but it's the ball is in Pulse's court.
And here's the thing, on Flashpoint, going back to what we actually are going to be seeing, most likely, I mean, I have a really odd suggestion here.
Go ahead.
The Maze sim is really weird on like maps like NJC even, or Saravasa, because it's kind of cramped, you can't really get good TPs in. So think about it like this. Doomfist hypothetically could get massive value, but also it would be really tough to do. Like think of it like a charge punch hitting 5. You gotta pray you hit that though, but Zyora could charge you. But, like it's just a suggestion. If Pulse wanted to cook something up really weird here, but it's just a matter. Like they seem very confident on this Ram Reaper. It's just kind of what Diamond was doing. Like they were on the app, but I honestly think taking the May Mirror here could be a game changer, because if you can punish a wall with a wall, it could
a team fight win.
It could if they wall you off and you wall off, let's say Zyora, your Ram and Reaper should be able to quickly burst down the Rhine fast enough and get rid of him. But otherwise, and also the main tool is just of Blizzard is so good.
It is like Maze is such a strong character. I know a lot of people don't like when she's played, but she is good for a reason, right? She's the devil for a reason because her slow is annoying to go against, her ice codes are annoying to go against, her walls are annoying to go against, and when you think you're gonna kill her, oops, ice block, right? And that could also solve a lot of the problems of getting picked off early, right? Even if they can use the wall defensively to help Steelshot, who has been getting picked off very quickly.
Yeah, and some people like to be happy with my Doomfist suggestion here in chat. That would be one of our casters, Garrett, only Omega, talking about Doomfish Overwatch. But anyways, Pulse will be taking into NJC, so they do have something planned, most likely, because there's no way they take this close quarters comp again with the same thing. I just
surely not, right?
Surely not.
Yeah, and once again, post taking the one map, we're like, yeah, probably not that one. That's very interesting. But maybe they have
the main thing is you don't get too many fights on each point, so you can hypothetically go very quick around each rotation and just switch it every fight compared to what they did on Midtown. And also, thank you for whoever in stream for the 5 get to sub. We appreciate that.
Oh, thanks. That's very nice of you.
Yeah, wait, I know that player. That's my.
You know that guy.
That's you on my team.
Oh, that's fun.
Anyways, while waiting for this map to start, do you think we'll see a Bastion mayhaps? Oh, hello. Thank you, Slow. That's Slow, that's my DPS player, yeah. Alright, anyways, going into the map. We have a... FIWB Ball is still on this Rhine comp, go figure, but Pulse has adapted. And we have Izone, I'm assuming in? Or Izoni? I'm gonna go say Izone in here for Kitty Cat. And it's going to be on the Kiriko while Pitch Up goes over to the Juno with the Diva Sombra Tracer setup. And FIWB Ball's going to a Manga comp!
It's never boring, Dusty, with the Venture and Genji. Oh, this is going to be so fun.
This is going to be a very interesting setup here, because the Diva could hypothetically burst on the Manga with Matrix, but it's going to be a matter of how you manage your cooldowns here, because this Manga comp can easily burst down your team, and Scrambled Egg finds Pitch Stop early on the early kunai. Killshot has to run as fast as they can. And Pulse, I see the idea here, but they were ready for the Rhine comp, and FIWB Ball just said, nah, we're going Manga.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then when this absolutely fun comp, I'm so excited actually. Ray Spring on this Sombra is gonna have an interesting time trying to probably target this Genji here, I would assume.
Maybe no, they're going for Aramel. It's going for a quick dive, but Steel Shot already got bursted down on the way in. Manga damage, the entire team looking at him. A little too much to work with there. Izone finds their enemy Kiriko. I don't think it's going to be enough. Zyora just burning down the Juno, looking for more. But, Ray Spring does get a on their way out.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a win. And this is going to be a stagger. No,
wait. EFL is just...
Oh, it gets out.
Nope, Izone gets out.
steppies get him out. So iZone's preferred name is Nako, where it says on the roster sheet. So I'll be referring to Nako, and that's gonna be the Kiriko for Pulse right now.
That's a lot
and
easier.
Spring, yeah. So Spring trying to find a hack target here. Who should he target?
I mean, most likely the Lucio, because the Genji and Kiriko have so many tools. Maga's not an option. Adventure is just too tanky. So it has to be this Lucio, but even then, it's going to be really rough to do because your D.Va's not going to be able to follow up. And now you force out cooldowns there, that's good. But 93% of the point already, no one can really look like they're going to be able to touch here. 97%, and Pulse is just going to give. Sayora does fall though, it's a good trade, but you do lose D.Va instantly. So it's going to be a 4v4 here going into the next fight to the next point, and Diamond falls as well.
Yeah, and for Pulse, you kind of regretting trying to do that. Oh, we got a horse.
Why not the Maga?
All right.
I mean, I do say Orisa can beat the D.Va in most scenarios, but D.Va is very good at the close quarters fight against Orisa. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this matchup plays out.
Yeah,
they are destroying the entire tank pool real quick.
I think they're still worried about that Sombra. So, like I said, the Lucio has been playing so closely to the tanks, but they have Suzu, so they gotta force out a scramble at Suzu before trying to do anything here. And FIWB is gonna have the Genji blade coming soon, the speed as well as the tectonic shots.
Yeah, you know, Steel Shot already getting low, just boosting around. Diamond trying to look for something to help their team, but nothing seems to be found yet. Caramel getting low, Scrambled Egg finding another pick. Caramel gets one. Nako gets a pick before they fall. And the rest of Pulse, it's going to be a 3v4. It does not look to be winnable. Diamond gets the Pulse, but the TP, the invincibility frames. The Steel Shot goes over to the Ram, not even being able to build their D.Va bomb. And now you're already halfway through second point here on the refinery.
Yeah, the Pulse bomb was just to chuck it. They're going to swap off.
And Diamond goes over the cast.
But I do like they're making swaps now. That was a big problem with Pulse for not wanting to let go of the characters they're playing. Ray going back to their Reaper, which has been very, very strong. But FIWB is gonna have a lot of votes here.
It's gonna be a little more rough playing. Oh no, Ray's gonna go over to the Tracer now. Diamond does go over to that Mei though, like I was saying. And they're going fast. Pulse going faster for a quick touch, but who can do it? Is it gonna be the Tracer? Yes, it will. Ray Spring goes in, has to recall instantly. Steel Shot, just trying to survive on the Ramatra, but there's a Genji swinging with the sword of the Dragon Blade. Caramel uses the beat, and Pitch Slap survives in the orbit, but not long enough. Caramel falls to Steel Shot, still alive on the point. Nako does have this rush, but gets hit by the Venture Burrow. It's going to be the rest of Pulse just falling down to GFL and the rest of FIWB.
And
the emote!
The sitting emote too! Oh no, Dusty, not like this!
What are the people emoting on this map specifically? Was Toxic Doctors a few weeks ago, and now this.
It's Australia, everything is allowed in Australia, so...
I mean, I guess. And, I thought the race ring was, so what else? So they're off, we've all going to the spawn.
Hell yeah. And again, if post the show, I think that's important to take note, because I was gonna say that I wish they didn't commit to the orbital on that teamfight, just forced out as many ults as they after the ball, but they had a fun.
Nako falls. GFL trouble the Terror Surge. Gets 3. Looking for more. Do they get the ace? Potentially. No. Wait. No, it's just Ray Spring and they get out. No 5k for you, GFL, but that is a good combo. The Venture Row into the Terror Surge. And now you already have 10%. Last point here for Flashpoint. Potentially just being able to quickly finish this map out, unless Pulse has something up their sleeve. They go back to the full brawl. Made Reaper now on the field. And now they just have to get a good rotation in onto this Orisa, but it's going to be really rough with all the CC.
And this Kitsune rush coming in very quickly. This moment they try to engage, Scramble can just pop that ult and force it out.
No, it's going to be the Venture Shot though. Finding one. Looking for more. The GFL going for the burrow. Steel Shot finds a pick. Uses the Annihilation, but I think it might just be too late. Steel Shot finds another. Looking for Caramel. The Lucio is just too fast though. Neurotric cannot get enough value. Ray Spring shall fall next. And it's going to be Dr. Legma getting the clean up there. 70% and counting. Last fight coming in. Zyora goes to the Doom for the quick swap. Doomfists better be in the chat when they see this. And now 85%. No ult here for Pulse. You have a Blade Rush coming up for FIWB. Trying to finish this map, get this night done with, and just take a quick rest. But will it be?
Really good
and no touch!
Oh, no touch!
No touch!
Oh,
FIWB wins in a dominant 3-0.
Oh, that is unfortunate. They were so close to touching that too. But even then, would have been such an uphill battle for Pulse. They had a lot of ults coming in for FIWB, and just trying to engage into the Kitsune Blade, it would be so hard, and they had nothing to count on that. And unfortunately, again, this close quarter map's taking a toll on them. If you're playing against Pulse in the future, you can recognize that, hey, maybe we can take them to these maps. Maybe they're just gonna keep running the same things. I really like the May adaptation. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too little too late, and it didn't get enough value out at that point. But it's nice to see they at least can do other things, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're Pulse, you're starting to learn just a little bit of just you know when to make how to make the switches, but you just did them a little too late. Like Midtown there, you went for the different rotation. Too bad, it's last fight. You're gonna just fall. And then you go to that Reaper May comp, but it's already the 3rd point, and you haven't capped one yet. So it's kind of just last minute as is.
Indeed. And again, I'm going to say this. It was less of, as much as like we're talking about Pulse's mistakes, it was so well played by FIWB. And to my personal MVP is Iora. Dominant performance.
I mean, as a tank player, I think I got to give it for the Ryan player.
Yeah, and again, such a good player. Really getting value out of the character. Really knowing when to again. How many big slams have we out on this?
It was at least 3, and then plus there's 2 solo shatters. So
exactly, really got the aura. It's insane. So that's my MVP. Do you agree?
I'm going to give it to Iora too. I mean, honestly, that was the great tank play. It made a lot of space, caused a lot of chaos. The solo shatter is kind of disgusting, and I mean, no one else really stood out. Like you saw that kill feed lighting up. It was most likely Iora, with a little side of GFL.
No, and Karam, okay, give credit to the support players, okay?
Ziora needs to rotate. Kept Ziora up. Ziora was going for a lot of risky stuff, but the support did keep him up throughout the entire time. Got to give credit to everyone on FIWB. They had a great performance, great night, great just play in general. Indeed. Honestly, that's some great macro play. Oh my god, that was
and such good synergy too. Dusty, other teams should be scared.
I don't know. I've heard of some scary teams around playing some very fast comps, though. I don't know.
That's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully next week here on Live on Shadow.
Maybe like an iron wall versus like the immovable object versus on top of the force.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And so yeah, this was our game for the night. A clean 3-0 from FIWB.
Only game, only like an hour, but I mean, it was a dominant win here for FIWB. That's gonna most likely be the end of week 6. So if we cast next week, I mean, that'll be the last week of the regular season, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going into qualifiers to see who makes it into the playoffs for each division.
Indeed, and thank you everybody for stopping by tonight. I know it was a bit short notice, but we always appreciate your support.
Oh wait, one more thing before we end. Guys, go to the Shadow merch store. If you want to rep your FIWB merch, rep your Pulse merch, rep any of your team's favorite merch, go to the Shadow merch store. It is, honestly, that merch is very well made, and it's not too expensive whatsoever. You can buy mugs for your team. You can buy water bottles. You can buy hoodies.
I'm getting a TV water bottle.
So yeah, I just wanted to plug that because I forgot to because of how quick of a game it was. But yeah, go do that. It's worth it. But yeah, that will be all for the night. I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah, I mean, we're perfect. Thank you so much once again, and we'll see y'all next week.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.